Hey guys, my name is Leanne Webster. I'm an attorney at the firm Strickland Webster LLC. We are a criminal defense firm here in Atlanta. We focus primarily on appeals and post-conviction matters. I want to talk today about one issue that's affected our clients' parole eligibility in a couple of cases. They have pled guilty to trafficking drugs, specifically meth usually, and then once they get to prison, then they find out that the parole board has determined that they're actually not eligible for parole, and that's come as a real shock to everyone involved because that's not what was intended when they entered the guilty plea. So what happens is that when a person is charged with trafficking drugs, then it's generally charged with like a certain level. You're at this level of trafficking. There's a section of the statute that says that if you plead guilty as charged, but you get a sentence that's less than the mandatory minimum, then you're not eligible for parole. Unless the order or the sentencing order is very clear that you are actually pleading guilty to a reduced charge, then the parole board will find that you have pled to a sentence that is below the mandatory minimum for the level that you were charged at, and will therefore find that you are ineligible for parole. Even though that's not what was intended when our clients have pled guilty is for them to plead guilty to an actual lower offense and then get the mandatory minimum for that lower offense. The parole board has held that that's not clear from the pleadings or from the sentencing order, and therefore has held that they're not eligible for parole. We've had that in a couple of cases, and we've had to get involved and explain to the parole board or get a new order from the judge clarifying that they're actually pleading guilty to the lower amount or the lower quantity, and therefore they should be eligible for parole. In one case, we went back to court, and the court agreed with us that the intention was for the client to have been eligible for parole all along, that there was no indication that anyone believed that she would not be eligible for parole, and therefore entered a corrected order and clarified the sentencing document. And as a result, the client was released from prison about a month later, and that saved her about 10 years in prison. If you or a loved one are in that situation where you have pled guilty to trafficking and the parole board is telling you that you are not parole eligible, please give us a call. We'd love to talk to you about that. Our number is 404-590-7967. Thanks.